Джокер зажимает двоих, Кок! Здесь нету ничего, Сэм продолжает бить Рошана, плюха прилетает, Рошан бьет и Сэм!
Is relying on the overall big team fight ender in Seb. This is the first core Enigma I think I've seen though. Most of the time we see it as a forward position, and I think OG wants to still continue to play very fast. Despite having this Enigma on their lineup, I think they'll use him more as a pusher, if anything.
And this core Enigma is going to be in the mid lane, so it looks like a way to simultaneously shut no one down at the same time. So they can deny him a fair amount of creep, slow down his farm as a Storm Spirit. Were you surprised they picked Storm Spirit into the Silencer?
I'm looking at OG's hero, and that's the only really annoying thing. He has items that he can get, like he can go Yules at some point.
In turn, pushing into Virtus Pro. 33 is actually going to immediately be assaulted here as a long duration Fortune's End holds him in place. Now they just need to make sure to keep that poison sting damage ticking up. Resolution's got to be careful. The tower, though, 33 should eventually die here unless he could somehow juke it out, but no, that's going to be your first blood. Solo claims the...
But it doesn't bother you that much.
Back over to the top lane, ILTW in some trouble here. The Fortune's End to try and purge out some of that damage, but there was more to come.
Any way to kill a Bristleback, it's going to be Tusk early game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to take a little bit of time before they're not just complete non-factors.
All right, finally got level 3 on the Beastmaster. He did it by soaking some experience away from mid. He's going to join his allies in trying to shut down the Bristleback. He said, screw it. My lane's terrible. Let me just go ahead and help make sure that Bristleback's game is equally terrible.
Haha, he's also not getting farm.
Blocked out a little bit by the shards, has to work his way around it. The boar keeps on slowing down ILTW. He's being chased farther and farther. The tag team doing so much damage here. No one shows up. He's only level 5 here with a double poison touch, though. Maybe they could do something here.
33 so
they
dead.
can make sure 33 cannot TP away. And Soxa, he walks right on by Solo.
Of all the
now
people,
out of range.
the 2 people to die in this engagement, like, yeah, I don't know why, but it's so funny.
No tell, he can TP out if he wants to.
This is definitely worse for the Bristleback, let me say.
Yeah.
This guy, he thrives on being ahead in these games. 33 is just running at him with boars. He hasn't given up on this.
It's now mid lane. Both teams
Double wards.
walking around. Sentry on out. No tail. Is he going to be saved by Seb here? Seb just kind of waiting
Oh, he
out.
got blown up.
Oh, but
It
the pull
whiffs.
halfway through.
What is with black holes today?
Grab Seb immediately. Now an opportunity for a Rolling Thunder. If they want to pursue here, they can. The Swashbuckle goes out. The Rolling Thunder. Nice snowball dodge. And it's put it onto the Panko. He's pulling them all back. Now he can bounce him off the wall. No, he actually doesn't go for it. He just tries for a clean escape here. While Samael, he sees no one on that Storm Spirit. Has a bit of mana to work with and a Fairy Fire. So it'll take a lot here to bring him down. No one's actually going to turn, pull him into the tower, and try and jump, but a sleight of fist catches him right as he lands next to Zayat's dead in the grave, and Dazzle has no shallow grave to protect himself. A triple kill for Samael.
What a sick save by Soxa. I loved watching that. I was trying to hum the Batman theme. And at bottom
round, any big kills? He's going to look for one on 33 here. He immediately gets Primal Roared up. He's going to be taking some tower shots, but should be saved by Zayats. Now, the Rolling Thunder. Oh, it's still not going to go off. He didn't actually ever cast it. Resolution just dies, and Zayats will also fall underneath the tower. Samael gets that double kill.
he protects his poor-ass Beastmaster, but probably going to be a dead no-tail here.
Yeah.
He was so poor in this game. Just leave him alone. Don't come bottom.
Don't go bottom.
Don't go bottom.
These poor boys need to be sheltered from all this violence in the world. Mid-tower, it's about to go down. Seb making good use of this Enigma, does get denied. Now he's going to be vortexed into the Rolling Thunder and just killed off. So what could have been a really nice pickup for him, and just the tower gets denied.
He'll take that every. Rezo is still sticking around at bottom. Big fan of that. Sumail is going to catch Solo, who is 99% dead.
Yep, he does not have level 6 yet, so not even able to false promise himself. And now this tower is definitely dead. Virtus Pro, they'll take the trade-off of a tier 1 for a tier 2, but it's a very one-sided trade.
I don't know, kind of doing it off the back of these three heroes right now. And they're using the Enigma mainly as a push hero, similar to how they use Zeb normally, or
Sure.
33. Like, they pick one hero that can just push and fight. They have so many different summons on the ground.
Yeah, last game it was an Abaddon with a Helma Dominator. Like,
And an
there's very
Enchantress.
clearly a game plan.
Yeah, there's a
in
theme
how OG
here.
takes control. Trying to grab him the silencer. The first target here, No Tail. He's not stunned, but doesn't go for the global. He holds on to it, and he'll hold on to it into his grave as Sumail. Now he buys back, pops that global silence. His solo's going to be finished off here. Sumail looks for the next one in Zayat. At the same time, ILTW.
Oh, he guessed wrong.
He juked it a little bit. Looks like Sumail did spot him, though, and he might still be able to run him down, or maybe not. The chains goes out. Sumail is actually out of mana. Of course, he does have that Aegis, but with very little mana to work with, he can't really chase down these heroes.
And that's not the worst thing in the world for a VP. He's got the Eidolon attack range.
Okay, so better way to be able to siege the tower. Resolution doesn't put himself that far away from Sumail with that swashbuckle. So he will get chained up again. One more swashbuckle coming. Now they're going to be saving him. Resolution jumps a little bit farther away. He does have plenty of heals with that to Vlad, so he should be fine. But Solo, no longer having a false promise, has no backup plan.
Oh, they lost the mech. Ah, Seb.
Ooh, what happened to his
Come
courier?
on, man.
No one's cutting the mid creep wave and kill the courier.
I mean, Seb's courier just died to tower and creeps.
ILTW, he has a Vanguard, so he's kind of tanky, but OG, they are so strong right now with the tag team. They make short work
That
of that
was
Brazil
very
back.
odd. He just kind of ran through them all.
Yeah, and they just beat through his passive. Those quills were not a problem at all.
That was pretty funny. ILTW is like, pardon me, this is really your only move right now.
They're just a bit too far behind.
Yeah, and the only reason Sumail hasn't lost his courier is because he's waiting for his Deso, so maybe it's a good thing he doesn't quite have the money for it.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's paid off for him.
And look at that, Zayat pops out in that bottom lane. Cuts one wave.
Hello.
But OG, they've been really good about hunting these heroes when they go for plays like this, and Zayat has indeed been caught. Still has the snowball just in case he gets off the Shell Grave and tries to go for the TP. Zayat doesn't even bother because he knows. You dead, boy.
I like how he charged it to full, just as an extra,
Yeah.
just as the last measure.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming for your ass.
Oh, Lord.
13-7, 1,000 gold lead for OG. So really, it's not that big of a difference. Maybe some of
No.
that creep cutting is...
They're farming, dude.
It's doing its work.
Yeah, it's because OG are still only getting support kills here. Resolution is still doing just fine. 33 is going to whiff on the axes, and he should know that somebody's farming these.
It does feel like, though, that it's going to be a game that is entirely just at the sign of almost any hero. Virtus Pro has to retreat and blow some of their
Pango Ball
ultimates.
misses.
That
Nice
Pango
dodge.
Ball, Sumail was able to get his remnant before he jumped back.
This is 2 ultis expended by VP. ILTW, you've got to start being a little bit careful here. Seb is now coming in for this. They don't have False Promise anymore, nor do they have the Pango Ball. Surely you can just purge off this silence, but instead he goes for it on the Enigma, and they've got to be careful.
Sumail double chains. Solo is still there to try and protect against some of the magic damage, but it's too much physical. Sumail's going to be pulled back in. Can they finish him off? They actually got him. The black hole. It comes a little too late. The global silence is down. They do manage to catch the Storm Spirit as he zipped in, but he's kind of healthy. He gets burned about. Malphus. Oh, he gets away with just 30 HP. He pops the bottle, and he's going to be fine. And look at ILTW. Maybe he can get his revenge, but he's so slow underneath all of this. The Boars, they're keeping him in place. The Crimson Guard goes off. His back is turned, but bit by bit, piece by piece, he may just end up going down the heel. The heel, his Solo, he's managed to keep him alive. Now Resolution's looking to be able to slow him down, and no one's back, baby. He barely survived through that team fight, and now he's back to exact his revenge. He's going to be able to pop that Yule Scepter onto 33, allow Resolution to catch up to seal the deal. They're going to go for the Boar and the Beastmaster.
Wow, they
Double kill
held.
for no one.
They decided to go because so many different things were on cooldown, but no one... he gets the tip, and he deserves it. The Yules onto the Enigma. They didn't really get to use any of those big teamfight ultis properly at all. Cannot commend them enough. And it's really Sumail just jumping in thinking he's invincible. And he might have been if the rest of his team had vision of that high ground.
The low ground, they're going to go for him, trying to burst him down as quick as possible. But he does manage to get off the snowball, goes a small distance away. That Lotus Orb, but not protecting Resolution as the global silence went down afterwards. He needs to be able to get that swashbuckle up. The saves are coming in, though. 2 different defensive supports will allow this Pango to be able to get back.
Now he's going to get his
Rolling
ball
Thunder, tries to go for the Ember Spirit, but Sumail's already jumped away. 1 remnant up, needs another one to get to the high ground before Resolution's here. Dodges that ball, but it keeps on trucking. Finally, he bumps him out.
He dodges it again.
Does manage to dodge it. Back over to Solo. He's been caught by Saksa. He's going going to be chased down by the support while the Beastmaster's stuck in as well. The Shard's going to be able to block him out, and he should be dead. Virtus Pro keep on moving forward. Seb, they spot him next. But Samael, he's got a surprise for him. Comes
The
back
black
in with
hole,
the 3-man
the
black
Yules.
hole for the Yule Scepter. It goes down, stopping that what could have been a game-winning fight. But now it's the turnaround. Samael's caught up in the Remnant, pulled back in by the Vortex. He's not able to jump away. Zayats dies to No Tail, but it is a dying croak from No Tail. He goes down. 3 dead on the side of OG, and they just keep on looking for more resolution. With this Lotus Orb feeling like he's invincible right now, goes past this tier 1 tower. The Shards goes out. He's jumped up in the air by the punch. He still has his swashbuckle to go. Maybe baiting in Seb and Zoxa, seeing if they'll overcommit into ILTW, but no. Have a BKB on a courier somewhere?
And the zip
Jump
in.
He
He finds
be able to
the...
pull him back. This means no global silence in the fight. This means OG has to immediately retreat. Resolution is not able to get the extra hero. Gets stuck on the cliff instead. They're not careful though. OG may strike back as they see Solo an opportunity to be able to burst down that 5 position. They immediately use
need to
the
protect
global
their
silence with the
supports.
buyback as well. The Zayats, he's been caught as well. Tries to go for the shallow grade TP out. ILTW stalled up by the Malefice as well. They're going to go from killing these 2 supports, now being able to take on the big tanky cores. ILTW trapped by the Shards, just turning his back to him, delivering what damage he can before he finally dies. No one's going to come over from the side though. Trying to go for a pickoff on his Seb, but Seb's too tanky, especially with that Essence Ring. And he's got to beware of 33 with that Blink Dagger. One Primal Roar, and this game could be over for no one.
That was a big mistake from VP. They win a team fight, or they kill the Silencer, and they're in a good spot, and they split.
Yeah.
Have to protect your 4 and 5. You have to be in front of them. But instead, they go far to the left, way out of reach. And without the global silence VP, they want to take this fight. Resolution, he's in there. He's going to bounce back a lot of spells.
They
Gets
do have
false
to save
promise.
False promise. He's going to be okay to get off the Rolling Thunder. Now he's going to try and hit some heroes here.
He can't get
bounce on
Seb.
the wall and allows Seb to be able to blink away.
If he gets Seb there, it's so huge.
2 ultimates now on cooldown. OG. Which do they choose? Do they march into that high ground, or do they take the Roshan? It looks like with the tag team, they'll opt for Rosh.
And they've got Deso. Seb, he's so critical to this. He's had a few bad black holes, 2 instantly canceled, 1 miss. But all it takes is 1 for you to win a finals.
Resolution. Once again, trying to make himself a target, has the Lotus Orb, has both defensive supports on the high ground ready to play for him.
Roche is getting really low right now. Storm finds a Mindbreaker.
No one is pretty far away. Is he going to go for a long zip in? It's looking like he might. They're trying to get the information. There's the zip through. Doesn't do that much damage, though. It's Zeb. He's able to take off most of it with the Guardian Grease. He got off the Essence Ring, and now the Primal Roar. It's onto the Storm Spirit, but a Lotus Orb saves him. It puts him in the Snowball. Do they have a stun to be able to catch him? No. Immediately breaks the Snowball to be able to zip onto 33.
Watch for Seb. He still
He
has
goes
it.
for the black hole onto 2. No one can't really stop it. He's out of mana now, and that's just going to hold on through. They do manage to get the Shallow Grave off onto Solo. Solo survives a little bit longer to get off some heals,
The
but now the
global.
global silence with the Ice Shards as well. They're stuck. He pops the Yule Scepter, a zip away, but no, a chains. It'll hold him in place. No one goes down. No buyback available for no one either. It's only going to be this 3-man from Virtus Pro. They're
And
trying
they're on
to
the chase.
escort ILTW out of here, but the chase continues for OG. They're going to leave behind Zayat, but Solo's up next. Zoxa with the Ice Shard scouts for him, doesn't find him. So they say, good enough for us. Let's take that Roshan, boys.
VP, if you watch back this replay, it's all going to come down to that one moment where the 2 supports decide to split after they kill Silencer to de-ward and get wards up on this left side. It forces ILT.
And Samael, he goes back in. Onto ILTW. They do purge up Samael. Samael may just end up dying here. He's going to go try and get on top of Solo here. He gets off the Shallow Grave and the False Promise. ILTW is going to leave his support behind and try and retreat. But most of OG, they're circling around.
This guy doesn't have buyback.
They know if they can
They've
catch
got
him
Roar.
here, they're going to use the Primal Roar. Now, he's got his back turned to some of them, but there's so many heroes here. Can they possibly bail him out? The Lotus Orb goes down. The Rolling Thunder is going to bounce on through, hitting Samael, hitting 33. The Ice Shard's going to block him in a little bit longer.
Did they
Walrus
go too
Punch
far?
goes out, but they've actually healed him thanks to the Dazzle. Rolling Thunder continues to hit 33. Managed to blink away from that last dodge that may have actually killed him, while no one tried to go for the kill onto Samael. But Samael is actually going to be fine. OG and Virtus Pro both struggling to be able to bring down some heroes there as the heals come out from the Guardian Greaves from Zayats.
And both lineups are so tanky.
This ILTW Bristleback with a Crimson Guard and an Assault Cuirass. They cannot overcommit on him, expecting him to go down easy.
But they're going to commit to the high ground. They do have the black hole, but Seb way up in front. Rezo makes it over the wall. And with the swashbuckle, they should be able to hold this far more than enough time for their Oracle to be back.
Yeah, with a Bristleback and a Crimson Guard, it's so hard. Level 20 talent coming in soon for No One's Storm Spirit. Nice catch. Resolution. Once again, that Lotus Orb protecting him. Gets off the Rolling Thunder inside of his own snowball there.
Goodbye. That Rezo is dead. He does have his buyback.
They can show Seb here. Hey, look at me. I've got Blink Dagger and Guardian Grease. Nothing to worry about. If he backs off now and collects his BKB, it may come as a shock to Virtus Pro in this next team fight.
They're waiting, and now they don't have an easy cancel for this BKB black hole. Seb
BKB, it's here now.
But they'll have clicked and seen the courier come forward. But this is going to finally mean the tier 3 towers, they've finally broken out that outer shell.
They still have ILTW there, though. Arcane's curse, it just doesn't go away with the Bristleback. He had to use Fortune's End to purge it off of him.
Fresh set of Eidolons, the punch.
Soxa sees his opportunity. Just a small window to punch ILTW in the face. Misses the shards, though. Okay, a smoke up from no one.
VP.
33 pushes
Don't
out
lose your
again.
supports
He's
here.
gonna see
Look at them just
Resolution.
run past the supports.
Immediately going to be targeted. Solo does have the Shallow Grave on him. Tries to walk it off with a Glimmer Cape. He's going to be okay, but Zion needs to save. They're going to have to use that.
They
false
save each
promise.
other.
There's no one with the triple Electric Vortex with the Rolling Thunder on through.
Oh, he didn't get his BKB off.
Seb. They've taken him out, but the two supports are also going to die, and no one is low on mana right now. Zions is actually saved. There was enough heal coming in that they only lost their 5 position. A buyback came out from Seb. That AoE Vortex with the Rolling Thunder, that's the winning combination for Virtus Pro.
They're going to play to win here, though.
But even then, they only got the 1 kill. Walrus Punch to the face. ILTW trying to put his back to everybody. Has the Lotus Orb and has Zions behind him. So he's kind of comfortable with this. Electric Vortex going out just for a bit more damage. They're going to try and clear through these siege creeps that are currently assaulting their tier 3 tower. OG.
When the storm comes through, but that surprise factor is now gone. They're going to jump.
They see the Storm Sphere in the top lane, so immediately they try and jump ILTW. Solo.
He's very tanky. They will
He's
not
give him
commit
the
for
Glimmer
this.
Cape. They're not going to overdo it here. They don't overcommit for ILTW, and the supports also don't commit some of their defensive abilities just yet. The Storm Sphere jumps over the side. They see him. Oh, there goes the Global Silence. No one. He still has the Yule Scepter, though, and Seb does not bother to go for it.
He uses himself, and now they've got to get out. They're going to lose a Silencer here for free.
No-tail. He's certainly dead. Seb, are they going to go back in? The Primal Roar. They found the back line. Solo, they're going to try and burst him down the Shallow Grave. Zion saves him.
The black hole.
Black hole comes up through. The BKB Black Hole on the 4. The Rolling Thunder goes on through. Stalls up the damage from Samil. Can they actually down Samil? They actually do. Oh, ILTW. He's putting out the damage. He's pumping out the brakes. He's going to go for Seb. Slow him down
enough damage
with the Viscous Nasal Goo. The Snowball. Oh, they got another one. Resolution comes through. They manage to get him. ILTW with a sick bash takes the 4th kill, and that's a dieback from.
He gets global, but he's already zipped onto the high ground on the left side just in case somebody wants to blink in. Resolution pops the ball.
He just wants to make sure there's no chance of any funny business. Nobody's going to blink in and try and steal all these items. They get the Refresher Shard and Cheese on the Pango, and they get the...
It didn't feel like they had enough damage going into it.
Yeah, certainly, and that's why he's trying to get more damage out with an Aghanim Scepter on the Enigma.
Now he's taking a lot of damage, but look, the 2 supports in the back line. It's so hard for OG. You don't want to commit the Roar for one of these 2 supports because they save each other, so you almost simultaneously have to flip the switch. Soxa has to go for one, 33 has to go for the other, while you're popping global so they can't save each other. It's such a complicated way to win this game now if ILTW just sits up here. And he's going to commit. Sumail tries to go for the supports. He wants him to...
Trying to get that fast kill, but no one immediately grabs two with the Vortex. The Global Silence goes off a little bit too late. No one in some trouble. The Black Hole actually lacking him too, but they do have the False Promise. No one may survive for a little bit longer. They manage to get a bash onto Seb. Now the roll in from Resolution. Rolling Thunder bounces once, twice onto Soxa, hops over him, hits 33 instead, while no one goes up to full health. Laying into Soxa, trying to get that kill. A punch in the air, and no one will retreat back to the rest of his team, where they're going to try and deal with Sumail. Sumail, low on mana here. One sleight of fist. But now he's going to come back down to earth, quickly surrounded by Virtus Pro. Pro heroes. He's maybe dying here. Soxa tries to bail him out with a snowball. The kick up
getting
in the
so
air.
low.
ILTW is trying to get him with the Abyssal
Can
Blade.
they
A little
kite
more
him?
damage, just a little more, but no. Samel, he goes for the TP out. No one finally gets him. He finally gets that kill, but he's committed his life to be able to get that, and he will certainly die without the mana. ILTW, now a man, a machine, a monster, just looking for more kills, and a 2 versus 4. The roll is on
They can blink out
Zayas.
on Enigma.
ILTW tries to save his support. He goes for Seb. Seb's so low, but now he's been broken as well. Tries to slow him down even further. BKB goes off. No more slows. He's able to get away. Instead, he turns on to No-Tail. No-Tail laying the damage on his Zayas, but he survives. He gets through all of that, runs away with ILTW. They get that kill on the one support. The
shard hits.
blocked him in, but immediately an Abyssal Blade. Soxa still gets off.
He's
the
still
snowball.
alive.
He's still alive. A bash. One more, and he can save him, but Zayas, he finally goes down. But it cost them so much. OG, they've committed so hard just to be able to kill a damn 4 position. ILTW slows him down to a crawl. A board blocks him in. A 33.
He gets
no
the blink
blinks
off.
away. A TP
Is he
out.
gone?
Can he get out? No bash. No. ILTW misses the kill. 33.
Team. I mean, this is the game that I wanted. We're getting it right now. Both fans of both teams should be so excited right now.
A 4-man smoke up.
Maybe if they catch Seb, here's the
They
bash.
managed to get a bash, but a blink away immediately by Resolution.
Not willing to commit there, and rightfully so. They don't have enough vision right now. They don't want to.
He's got the Abyssal.
Yes.
So in turn,
Well, he wants the storm.
oh, they're going to go for it here. Lotus Orb bouncing back that Malefice stun. He cleansed it off with the Guardian Greaves.
33
Solo does
Silver Edge
something
hit.
similar here. ILTW has been Silver Edge, and he's taking a lot of damage right now. That's why no one's going to come in, grab a few heroes, and give ILTW the space to retreat.
It takes so much for either team.
Soxa, he won solo. He always won solo, and he may just have them too. Solo can't
he
even
can't
get
get
off the
false
false promise.
promise.
The Rolling Thunder onto 2 with the
catch
Vortex,
two.
though. That might just be able to seal it. The Black Hole goes up, and no one
Oh,
dodged
it
it. And
whiffs.
the Rolling Thunder finishes off No-Tail. Immediately buys back. ILTW managed to get the Abyssal Blade. 33 went for the kill on his Zions, but he's so damn tanky. 33 can't really do anything there. He has to retreat. Back underneath the Sentry. There goes that Abyssal Blade. Used onto Soxa. Soxa still has a snowball. And he has a blink up. Can he blink away? He blinks away in time before the Rolling Thunder can catch him. Rezo, he used his Refresher Orb for this. They need a kill, and they found No-Tail. No-Tail gets off the Global Silence, but he's certainly dead. OG, can they do anything off this one? The Yule
It's
Scepter going
still
down,
going
but the
up.
Rolling Thunder is still going up. It chained up Sumail and Seb. Now a Basher follow-up onto Seb as well. He's dead. He does have a buyback. They're going to try and chase Sumail next. The Shallow Grave goes off onto no one. No one turning. Sumail surrounded. He's dead as well. Another buyback could be forced as ILTW marches straight for those barracks.
Seb, without Black Hole, what are you supposed to do here? Maybe he just buys out Refresher, sells a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But that Black Hole did not connect in the way they needed him to.
No, it certainly did not.
And all the buybacks coming out now.
Now they have to stall for 50 seconds if they want this.
The
Oh,
kick!
lower kick! It pushed Soxa into the rest of Virtus Pro, and ILTW, they don't really want to go for him.
This is not the
They
target you
managed
wanted
to
to kick
get
into
a
the
basher.
base.
Soxa, he's so tanky, but eventually he's going to die here.
Another
left
kick?
in the middle of him. Kicks Rezo into his allies, but at the same time, they can't do anything with these positionings. They don't have the damage to take advantage of that.
He needs to kick the supports.
He needs to kick Solo or Zayas into the rest of OG.
And instead, he just gives him a freebie. He doesn't have buyback. 577 gold short.
He dropped the gem as well, so it's going to be a lot harder to be able to kill Solo. Solo is currently smoked up. A 2-man Revenant follow up with the swashbuckle. The bash went down, and now they're going to be able to get on top of Seb. That's a dieback. Sumail against the world is going to have to be able to slide a fist and get back to the fountain and play with this, constantly harassing VP.
They're
but
going
they know
for the edge.
they see this opportunity. They're going to start chopping down those tier 4s. A glyph goes in, 33, and Sumail. And next up, No-Tail, a 3 versus 5. Could they possibly do this? It's going to be Remnant out. No one, a little bit low, but the Rolling Thunder is just going to keep them chained right in front of their fountain. No hope to retreat. Only a buyback available for 33. And Virtus Pro taking the buildings. They will take everything from OG in this best-of-5 finals. They have done it. A 2-1, but they come back in Game 4. They come back in Game 5. And Virtus Pro are your ESL 1